HYSR stock, SunHydrogen Inc. It closed the session of the 21st of January 2021 at $0.038, a loss of 5.47%, 20 million shares across the tape, which is regarded as above average. So we know that since the last year, the stock has lost 86.51%. Last 6 months, it's a loss of 38.67%. Last 2 months, it's a loss of 56.76%. Last 1 month, it's a loss of 9.87%. So it's underperforming all of its related indexes. You can see that it's underperforming all of them on all metrics over the last 1 year. Name it, it's underperforming. So this is expected because as it were, it's some might call it a growth stock. Some might call it a stock still a company that is still in the development phase. But what is certain is that over that period, or at least up to the 30th of November, there were a few developments. They appointed a new chief scientific officer. This person was or is a chemical engineering professor at the University of Iowa, and I think he was before that time a lead scientist at the company. And also, as at the 30th of November, they shared video highlighting differences, advantages of its nanoparticle-based green hydrogen technology over conventional electrolyzers. So that's some of the things that happened during that time. So moving on, we can see that yes, this is it. This is that loss of 86.51%. We're talking about from $0.261 all the way to 0.038, where it closed today, the 21st of January. So we can see that momentum is very much bearish, oversold as things are right now on this daily chart. And RSI is also bearish as well. Accumulation has just been free falling. So the stock itself has also been falling. At some point it tried to break that cycle, but the fact that it has continued to retrace is just to some extent, as well as what happened, the fact that it couldn't sustain the momentum that flashed on the 5th of January. If you combine them and a few other cases, and the fact that it never really challenged, it never really broke above its 10-day moving average. Is that the case? 10-day moving average since the retracement that began on the 16th of November, it never broke above that 10-day moving average until also early this month, until the 3rd of January. As a matter of fact, it wasn't even the 3rd of January, as at the 4th of January. So those, to some extent, would have probably confirmed to a great extent that the bearishness, the downward trend may continue. And also we have seen that it has continued to be the case. So the trend is a bearish one. So what we can see from the readout here, okay, this is all that happened over the last 5 trading sessions. That 200-day moving average on this 5-day chart was a clear resistance over there. So we can go down here and see what the readout is saying. It is saying that it appears to be consolidating within a longer term downtrend. Okay, let's see why that is the case. Consolidating within a longer term downtrend. Okay, if you actually look at it, even though we can clearly see that has just been retracing, it's been in a downtrend, but you can actually see that since the 28th of October, it has actually traded between 0.04, or rather between 0.086 and 0.038. okay, maybe okay, that's over 3 months. Okay, over the last 2 months, let's see what it is like. Over the last 2 months, it's pretty much between 0.67 0.067 and 0.03. Okay, so I can see why the readout is saying that it is consolidating within a longer term downtrend. Yes, okay. Shares are presently below the 200-day moving average. That's no doubt about that. This is the 200-day moving average. Yes, which is falling along with the 10-day moving average. Okay, yes, the 10-day moving average is equally falling. Yes, that's it. Yeah, the 10-day moving average, all of them are falling. Yes. So, however, the average directional index or ADX is below 20, indicating that the shares have exhibited sideways movement. It's easily underperforming the S&P 500. The momentum is strongly bearish indeed. The 14-period slow stochastic leaders is below 20, the level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. Yes, that is what we can see here. The stock shares are oversold. Yes, implying that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. Yes, no doubt about that. Today's volume today is 19.999 or call it 20 million shares that exchange hands, is in line with the 21.531 million shares daily average during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator OBV is strongly bearish. The slope of the indicator is negative and suggests that there is a lack of buying interest. So let's have a look at that unbalanced volume indicator. Yes, the slope is negative. You can see that. Yes, that there is a lack of buying interest. Yes, that is what we are seeing with HYSR stock. So we all know that amongst other things, the fundamentals of the stock relies a lot on of late as well, to a great extent, the build back better bill and all that stuff, and the green tech drive. But we are seeing, amongst other things, a lot of things going on right now, in the broader market, in the broader economic space. The increase in the interest rates, the Fed's actions and plans. Those are just recent issues that are coming up. But the build back better bill is facing challenges. So market participants are, I wouldn't say they are not hanging around to wait. Many of them are still still hanging around. We still have a position there. We haven't closed our position. But what we know is that if they're not selling, the algos will come and sell. They'll come and borrow the stock, what's available, and start shorting them. So let's quickly have a look at the naked short report and see the sort of things we are seeing there. OTC. Okay, let's see, naked short report. Okay, let's get to the OTC short report and see what's going on there for HYSR. So yes, even if the current hold, even if current holders are not closing their positions, short sellers are equally doing so. They will also be taking advantage of the skepticism, the doubts and the uncertainty, and take advantage of that and be, selling, borrowing the stock and selling them short. So. But funny enough, we've not been seeing huge short volumes here. You can see 10.97% relative to the sort of things we've seen with other stocks. So yeah, still very much decent, but it is still something. Still something. They can dent the value of the stock. So all of those uncertainties, all of those headwinds, all of those challenges, and also the fact that the company is not really making money. I doubt. Yes, all of those things will definitely hamper the stock and other stuff. So there's every chance it will continue to retrace. There's every chance the trend, it's the pattern in the trend technically is just indicates that it will continue to retrace. So fingers crossed. You never know what's going to happen, but yes, I think the enthusiasm has cooled off since. So we evidently can see that, so fingers crossed, anything can happen. But there's a broader market collapse going on right now, and I mean, I wouldn't say that if things change, that HYSR will not benefit from it. So some analysts and commentators are saying that there's a good chance we're going to have a reset in this year, 2020, 2022, after this huge retracement we're seeing. But you never know. HYSR could also benefit from that. Well, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So thank you very much for watching this video.